angle. I will show you the tweets. So I was a little puzzled. I thought, has something happened in that Ajmer case, Ajmer blast case, that you would suddenly tweet? And then I got to know it is a tweet relating to a 3-year-old occurrence. 3 years old. So what happened so suddenly that you are tweeting about that case, which is not up for hearing, it is not in Supreme Court, it is not some final hearing happening? What has happened that you would suddenly tweet about it? 3-year-old. Well, the reasons I will discuss. Have you joined? I can't see anybody. I can see some comments, but it shows 0 joined right now. So I don't know. Can you do thumbs up? Can you join? Okay, it's showing people here and it's not showing. If you are joining for the first time, please subscribe and keep your notifications on. And okay, that's why I always tell, please subscribe and keep your notifications on, because I do come live and I can still see nobody. So if you can, hi, people are saying hi here. So why can't I see anybody on the, where they usually show numbers? Anyways, technology. So let me not argue. If you are joining, please do a thumbs up, because I can't see anybody. So anyways, even if you have not joined, I will speak and I will just not take questions because I think nobody has joined. But do subscribe and join when it's live. So I was on Times Now debate on these Owaisi tweets on a 3-year-old issue. 3-year-old issue. What were the tweets? I will show it to you and then I will discuss, because you need to understand these things. The tweets. Let me start with the first one. It's a thread tweet. He starts with this. In 2007, 3 were killed in a terror attack on Ajmer Dargah. 2 were convicted, awarded life sentence. In 2018, Rajasthan High Court suspended the sentence. Basically, in brief, as you know, there was this Ajmer attack and a trial went on. In 2017, 2 people were convicted. 2018, they got bail. Okay. One of the convicts, Bhavesh Patel, got his words. There are some crowds. As per him, a hero's welcome. Then he says, why did NIA not appeal against this order? Will the 3 people who lost their lives in Ajmer get justice? Does this rewarding treatment not embolden such future activities by radicalized terrorists and criminals? So I could not understand. I thought, is it a new thing? But then you see the article here. Can you see the article? Out on bail, Ajmer blast convict. This article, if I stop this and take you to the article, is an article which is of 2018. 2018 article. That's when he got bail. I'm not getting into the legal process. That's just a fact. People are out on bail. So why would you suddenly come out and tweet on this issue? On the Times Now debate, a lot of people pointed out the hypocrisy. One hypocrisy, let me tell you. His own brother. How many of you remember that 15 minute police hata do, fir dekho? How many of you have heard that speech? And if you have not heard that speech, please go. It is on all YouTubes. Where he basically said, 100 crore Hindu ho. I don't remember the exact words, but the gist of it was, 100 crore Hindu ho, 15 minute police hata do. And then I don't know what was the language, kisme kitna dam hai, kaun kitna bahadur hai, something like that. But I think you must have all heard that speech. You hear the literal words yourself. He went to jail for it. He went to jail for it. When he came out of jail, there were celebrations. So first question, if you think that people who go to jail and get bail and you object to their celebration because that is, as per you, encouraging such things, Then why was there celebration when your brother came out after such a... Obviously, it's alleged because it is to be proved in court. But you can go on any YouTube, you can hear it yourself. Court requires its own investigative process. But you have the freedom to speak and the freedom to hear. So please go and hear it on YouTube yourself. So what happened? You remember that? Yes. Lot of people are saying, yes, I remember that. Yes, I remember. Not heard. Deepti Sharma, please go here and be informed. Just type Owaisi, 15 minutes. I think it was December of 2012 or early 2013. Please hear it. Take it as your homework of increasing what has actually happened when people who come and on TV they swear on constitution, and what are the sort of things said when they're addressing their rallies. So please do hear that. So that was one point of it. Okay, perfectly good. I said, why was that celebrated? I didn't stop there. Then I said, their spokesman, Varis Pathan, was there. I said, Bhaiya Varis Pathan ji, and you see the clip, it's on my Twitter, you will see how he'll jump. I said, if you condemn all terror, what happened to those who did on Charlie Hebdo journalists? Do you condemn them? Charlie Hebdo, you remember that? Or Kamlesh Tiwari, let's talk about India. Do you condemn that? You will never see a straight answer. You will never see a straight answer. You will never see a straight answer. Ask them. Every time you meet them, they try to talk about constitution, secularism, this and that. Ask a simple question. Do you condemn the Charlie Hebdo terror attack? Do you condemn the Kamlesh Tiwari terror attack? I heard the full speech. Good, Sangeeta. You heard the full speech. You should. But I am now coming to politics. Why is this being done? The hypocrisy, you can give me 20 other examples. Burhan Wani in Jammu Kashmir, how a terrorist being hunted by the security forces led to so much of protest that other people lost their lives in those protests. I will not go into that. I will not go into that. I will have a sip of lemon squash, and then I will tell you the political reason why a 3-year-old incident is dug out and a tweet thread is done. The reason. And if you are, okay, now I see people have started joining. So please subscribe if you are joining for the first time, so that you joining from the beginning, you don't miss it out. Otherwise, you ask me questions which I've already covered. Okay. To understand why this was tweeted, please go back to 2015. I'm taking you back to 2015. Why? Here, see the headline and you will understand why am I taking you back to 2015 and why this was tweeted now. Can you see the slogan? Read it out. Read it out. Jai Bhim, Jai Meme for Maharashtra. Jai Bhim, Jai Meme for Maharashtra. I repeat, they made a, which is democratic right. They made a decision to promote Jai Bhim and Jai Meme, thinking if this comes together, they would win election. What is Jai Bhim, Jai Meme? If you don't understand, just read the article. Anyways, I can explain it in my words, but you can read it. Jai Bhim, which refers to Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, one of the greatest children of Bharat Mata, I feel. And MIM wants to woo Dalits. Jai Meme is the Urdu alphabet equivalent to M and is meant to attract Muslims. So, Jai Bhim, Jai Meme. This was the slogan. This is the political strategy. Now, you will again ask me, if I may say, with this political strategy, why would they tweet on Ajmer? And the answer of this political strategy lies in Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh election. See, I'm explaining it to you step by step so that you understand it completely. That's how is my opinion why this is happening. So if you have a Jai Meme, Jai Bhim voting combination, that's a very, very big voting bloc, almost 40% of Uttar Pradesh. And if 40% of Uttar Pradesh votes as Jai Bhim, Jai Meme, you would be, frankly, you will be forming the government. So, why do you need to raise Ajmer Sharif? Dargah issue? Well, the answer is here. Because what happened in Aligarh, and this is not my words, I will show to you what is called a liberal paper's views, a liberal media views. Please understand this. This is what a liberal media is reporting. Nobody can, and sometimes you should see so-called liberal media reports, how the print, you know the print? And I'm deliberately quoting from a so-called liberal. There are 10 other versions of this, much more clearer. How a Brat triggered trouble, tensions between Dalits and Muslim in this Aligarh village. 26th May. Muslim residents of Nurpur allegedly stopped a Dalit wedding procession passing by the village mosque. A physical altercation followed. And this in UP's, just see this, so many ads are coming because I'm doing live. In Uttar Pradesh, Aligarh, Nurpur has garnered widespread attention after some Dalit residents of the village put up for sale signs in front of their houses. The signs were put up by members of Jatav community who alleged that the majority Muslim residents of the village were harassing and discriminating. The police officer said, I am not aware of any such thing. And so many ads are coming, you can't read further, so I'll just stop it. So, you want to have a meme Bhim alliance. But what is happening on ground? What happened in Aligarh? Reporting by leftist sort of media. Or liberal media, or whatever words you want to call it. Definitely not a pro-BJP media. Right? So, आप chronology समझिए. Because UP elections are coming and you are seeing friction between what happened in Aligarh, not friction, fight which happened. People putting for sale signs, people being forced to leave house or wanting to leave their house. How would they vote together then? But you don't want to address that. So what do? You play some weird communal card on a thing which is not even a live debate. Because you always want to keep doing this level of politics as if the country is completely one-sided. The systems, firstly, two questions. One, the conviction was done by the courts of India, district court. If you believe it is so biased, will they not have acquitted? Would they not have acquitted? They are the ones which convicted, and then the High Court felt it's a case of bail, and whatever happens will happen. High Court could allow the appeal and say they are not to be convicted, not to be held guilty. High Court could deny the appeal, hold them guilty, then you would go to Supreme Court. That's how it happens. But last 2 points, very important. They talk about secularism. You know Yaqub Menem, the dreaded terrorist, Yaqub Menem, who lost his case, Supreme Court gave death sentence, President signed it, mercy petitions, everything happened legally, multiple years. The same Mr. Owaisi, on his death sentence being carried out, what did he say? He felt Yaqub Memon is being executed because he's a Muslim. And this is again not me saying. Again, a major media. What is this one? Okay, Network 18. Headline only. That's the headline. You see it from your own eyes. A person who has gone through many hearings, all courts, Yaqub Menam being executed because he is Muslim Owaisi. Can you see the heading? Now I stop it. So you understand this logic. Anytime they talk about constitution or they talk about majoritarianism, ask them these few blunt questions. They won't have an answer. Do you condemn Charlie Hebdo? Do you condemn Kamlesh Tiwari? Do you condemn that 15-minute speech? Do you condemn the celebrations on bail? You talk about Jai Bhim, Jai Meme unity. Do you condemn what the Dalits were facing and they had to put on their houses? Or do you not? That is the reality which you all must know. And in my opinion, that is why these tweets were raised on a thing which is 3 years old, to divert attention, because you cannot talk about what is happening in Uttar Pradesh. Anyways, I have spoken enough. If you have some question, you can ask me. Please don't abuse. I am not here for you. Some of you are abusing, not abusing. Just ask a relevant question. I can answer that. I'm afraid Owaisi will be the next Jinnah. I don't think so, because we are all very intelligent and very wise now. We won't allow that to happen. I don't even say whether he wants to do it or not. Maybe he knows if he goes there, there will be military rule. Here, he is an elected leader with a lot of following in his crowd, enjoying the fruits of Indian democracy. Why would he even want to go there? Come to think about it. But we Indians, I don't think so. I believe we have learned from history. The word secular must be removed. I agree. I don't think so. The word secular should be in our constitution. We are inherently secular, and the definition of secularism that has been put, the way it has devolved into politics, we are by definition secular. Such as so many religions have been born on the bhumi of dharti, of the bhumi of Bharat. If we were not secular, they wouldn't have, whichever was the dominant one, wouldn't have allowed anyone else to flourish. But we are, that's why it's called Sanatan Dharma. So I agree with you. Anyways, take care. I hope you understand the politics being played, because there will be a lot of politics heading into UP. It is the election. Take care. Good night.